I got a sudden urge to do 2016 makeup, but now it needs to come off. I actually miss doing looks like this. It's just fun. Anua Heartleaf Pore Control Cleansing Oil. Nowadays, I can get my makeup done 20-30 minutes if I really sit down and rush it. But a look like this, I think it was an hour 15 minutes, which honestly I think is pretty quick. I used to sit down and do my makeup and just be there for like 2 hours, just really going in, making sure my blends were good, being super precise, having a million brushes out. I never really wore looks like this out of the house. I always did them just for fun. I just miss it. I feel like it's good me time, good creative time, especially if you're a makeup artist. I feel like sitting down to do more creative looks, that's how you're really gonna hone in on your skills, perfect certain skills, and you're gonna be able to test out certain techniques. I personally don't like to test out new products or techniques on a client without trying them on myself first, so this all goes into that. Skinfix Foaming Oil Cleanser. Honestly, I think it's really fun to look at pictures throughout the years and see how your makeup has changed, what hasn't changed, what products you used to use. One thing is for sure, I have always been a blush girl. Ever since I started wearing makeup, it's been one of my favorite things. And I remember at the time it wasn't really popular. People did not like blush. They just used bronzer, but I loved it. I remember my favorite shades when I was in high school. They were from MAC. They were Peaches, Melba, Gingerly, Copper Tone, Burnt Pepper, and Pink Swoon. Enough about makeup. Tonight is supposed to be an arousal night, but honestly, I feel like I've been dealing with quite a bit of irritation on my skin, especially in the middle of my face here. So I'm not gonna use it and just give my skin a chance to recover and feel better. Prequel Universal Skin Solution. Always let this dry down. Two things I want to mention. Half of my YesStyle order came. The other half is coming on Tuesday. I really want to do one unboxing video and go over everything I got, but I'm gonna have to wait. I'm really impatient and I really want to go through the box I have, but I'm gonna wait. Next thing, I know I have Mugwort essence in this delivery. That's partially why I'm so impatient. I was thinking about Mugwort essence earlier today and thinking about how sometimes when you run out of a product and you suddenly take it out of your routine, you realize how much your skin actually likes it. Mugwort essence is one of them, but also I realized the Murad Cellular Hydration Repair Serum. I'm really missing using that with my Arousalo. I feel like my skin is feeling a little bit more sensitive. I did overuse my Arousalo. I usually only do 2 nights in a row and I did 3, but I also did 3 nights in a row without that serum, and that serum honestly I feel helps me prevent irritation, helps prevent sensitivity. I miss it. Round Lab Mugwort Calming Toner, Soothing Toner, Calming. I think it's calming. I forget every single time. I said this in my last video. I don't think this is bad. The reason why I like I'm from Mugwort Essence more than this one, it's just personal preference. I like that one feels a little bit like it has more body to it. It's a little bit thicker. This one's just much more watery, and I feel like my skin likes the other one better. Both good, they both work. Personal preference. Heartleaf Premium Hyaluronic Acid. I'm kind of, sort of getting to the end of the bottle. I'm trying to get through this one, and then as soon as I'm finished this one, I will be trying out the new reformulated version. I love this one. This is one of my holy grail products. I am upset that they reformulated it, but I've heard some people say they like the new one better, but I've also heard some people say that they've had bad luck with the new one, so I'm curious. I hope it works for me, because if it doesn't, what am I gonna do? Caudalie Grape Water. I always like using a water mist with hyaluronic acid, especially Hada Labo. And honestly, I've tried using the mist before applying the Hada Labo and after it. I don't notice any difference, so use it before or after. Also, if your skin is ever feeling a little bit sensitive and a little bit like, you know, when it doesn't feel spicy, it just feels like you can feel something's going on, this spray feels so soothing. I'm gonna use the Murad Cellular Hydration Repair Cream because just like the serum, this one has a bunch of ingredients in it that are gonna be great for your barrier, for soothing, for calming, for repairing. Anytime my skin is feeling a little bit sensitive, like it just might be irritated, I like to use either this or the serum to just help calm it down. That being said, this moisturizer and the serum do have fragrance in them, so if you're sensitive to fragrance, this might not be for you. I tend to be sensitive to fragrance in skincare. It's trial and error. With these ones, I've been okay. Just thought I'd mention about the fragrance for anyone that is sensitive. Prequel Skin Utility Ointment. I really like using this whenever my skin is irritated, especially after using a bunch of hydrating products. I like putting this on top. It's an occlusive, so it's gonna lock in everything that's under it. It's gonna intensify the effects of it, especially putting it right where I have some irritation. I don't want to go too high up because I am prone to milia, but right now my skin needs this. I also like putting it on my lips. Skincare done. If you have any questions, as always, let me know in the comments.